Azanga fuwa that opportunity or ashalo se sena so kisibua moka jeko adutse pelaka ke le go hantate
ere ke tlhalo se tsena nama wa tseba mema mokwena hare honna ke la ka fumana le ngolo ka pola tsa molaetsa o reng bona gona le taba ya sebotlo se ka sena eo go yona go no tlo buisana ka gore CAC le solidarity di eme go kae. I think I want to concentrate on the media tabatsena. I've said it hakikala mona kare. Yes, CAC ilaka ya kala ubua ka CAC khale kwana bo multi-purpose center. By then in Twena ya hore go be solidarity, it was not there. There was no solidarity at all.
Okay.
Kana kweo ndata khate una bontsha tjantjello ya hore banna le a bona go etsala enka harametsi ya borona. And what I'm seeing right now is that he made even examples of other political parties. But I must be honest with you, there was absolutely no consistency. Some of them were ex-councillors. I must say, I think 2 of them were ex-councillors. We met several times, but this did not take up shape. This did not. Although Ola Fanagadi Pampiri say, how bua so kwasa teng o ke copy ka begin to out ke verbatism. Yes, of course, like any other constitutions, we do still hear one paragraph, one line here and that there daily. But to be honest with you, the beginning of solidarity began immediately how to Habra Thompson no nali le kopano kholo ya motlakase ka moramo wa thokopano le kankani ka N1. Thereafter the congregation la kopana opposite ya Thetha mona kamera rotunywe ha Alex. What how talo in solidarity? How organization ikale? By that time, 3 gentlemen amongst us who are members of the executive, that is Datema Chache, Datenono, Datenono Tingan, I'm sorry, Lendate Malindi. They were here on every Monday advocating Tabatari service delivery. They were here. By then we were not talking. Nalan Datenya Kuliboma, Neribua, Ilekaridiloto, Neribua can take a naya. But the gentleman who started this thing, it is after the attack that happened. I think
yeah,
Alex. That is when the momentum grew. Solidarity, and then solidarity stood up. And if my memory serves me well, I think at some stage it was Memolo Lamukwe, Ndate Jimmy Lamini, Ndate Alex, Lendatema. They were actually in the offices, in the boardroom here, when they were talking about how to elicit in train, and it grew. And from there, the mention of CAC was no longer there. The mention of Tatenyaku was no longer there, because I remember at some stage, at one meeting that was held, Mani Bariki Buffalo, Buffalo Road. In this meeting, Tatenyaku came, and in that meeting, he had a tiff between himself and Tate, I'm sorry to mention his name, and Tate
King Sirat.
That is Sirat. And then Tate Yaku felt, you gotta tell Lomon. I remember Mom Konabarno, we can't speak to, I think, to my church. You gotta well about how come home. And Tate Yaku disappeared. And from there on, the whole year, Tate Yaku was nowhere to be seen. And that is when we started going to register. And we registered Solidarity. And the people who went there, it was myself, Tate Khatebe, Mema Mukwena, and then Cleo. We went to Pretoria. We registered and we came back here. Everybody was alluding, but I bet sorry, Solidarity registering. And we're gone. If it was not because of the misunderstandings that took place between ourselves, Katabazade lists, I must be honest with you, we would have made an impact. 2 seats or 7 seats, we would have got 7 seats. But it was unfortunate that this thing happened. And subject to that, I tried to mediate and say, comrades, how been together? But it looked and I have tried even now to the best of my ability to make sure that so I'm a bit worried. Not at all. Not at all. Absolutely not. I don't want to lie. I wouldn't have gone through those. I don't. Mom, come on, Toma. Mama, wake up. When I first received that particular kind of information, I think I was in bitume.
All right. Secretary wa hana tabenana. Jwale ke utlwa o file instruction mara signature ya high why sa ke jwale ka ha a file ntumelo ya ngole le ngole le wa
sa. It was over the phone. Conversation ya ka le Thetha was over the phone. Ke mo fa or what is happening. Ke mo fa taba tse ngotsweng ke Bratshepo tse tsa CAC le Community Solidarity Association. I called Bratshepo, tell him hore boemo ho etsahala tje ho tje. And then Bratshepo said kamlomo hai wa bona hona no, the feud is a lot amongst
jwale why o sa ho yena o lo mo signiswa Thetha what o sa ni
ke lisitse ho Bratshepo. He mentioned it earlier on no sa momamela. He did acknowledge that ono sa momamela
ki bua ka taba ya signature
ke o buile hore o le amohetse lengolo leo le neng le tswa ho nna aba a le sign
a go le fumane mo homa
o buile earlier on a bolele tumeleng hore o le sign
it's in my file.
Di teng filing ya
It's in my file.
O le sign
But the unfortunate part is that this matter was never entertained until such time that comrades amongst us failed to. We have seen Twekanyena Haramarang. I don't know who did Marang now. And when they saw this, yes, this letter came to me, but the executive never met. Then immediately thereafter, I think it was on the 14th of April, if I'm not mistaken. On the 13th of April, it was a Monday, when that meeting on a Sunday, I'm sorry, a meeting and because we could not complete, the meeting was therefore referred to Monday. I get me. Meeting about Monday, where all other members were there. Who were not part of the executive, but members were there to entertain that issue, CAC.
All right. Take it as a one happy. That is on a slam for me at Ladina.
Okay, into askisani animal. Mbona ngathi namhlanje sizochika kakhulu. Sikhuluma ngendaba ye CAC ngehistory ye CAC. Maybe because ngiza namhlanje kuvela igama lika Phuthulu. We once met nges-14 zaka April, zaka March I mean. Si discuss the issue. The problem esinayo thina sisicomplain. It's the content of this thing.
Yes.
Whether mang ungoti what they will be guilty as guilty. We're not members of executive. The contents that are here in the letter. That's why Rikupa executive sizo discuss nayo the content, the whole executive. Unfortunately, that meeting materialized it, but awuzange ukwazi ukuthi siqhubekele phambili ngale issue le. Mangikhumbula kahle, we were supposed to divorce ourselves from this. Ne? But up to today, asikaka divorce into kule partnership le. Thina sinaleyo concern leyo. Whether because now I feel the whole executive will have to respond to these things. So that's why njengine wari ukuthi singazitholi sikhuluma into eziningi kakhulu itumeleng but singa dealing a content because I'm happy ukuthi uMamkwena uthe uyayazi letter uyayazi this thing but if ever we don't deal with the content because mina we had a problem if ever si join the ECAC executive yes explain ukuthi now guys you have joined CAC ngamabanga anje it's fine or not fine depending on discussions now but the content that is here angikholwa ukuthi singakhona ukuthi siphinde sihambe namhlanje singakayi discuss the content because the content iyo eyenza ukuthi si discuss this thing.
All right.
Okay, nina ke support anyana ne we are the complainants actually nale ntate ndlomo mona as the complainants let's stick to the script. Ona ke interested in the complaint. The complaint ka English ka hara this content.
All right.
Because I just have SG when that Jonas Khateba or Manguring. I know true.
Re tlo etsa ibe ska ra etsa ibe thata. Ntate Jonas o tla ga ba go lona le mema Mokoena bana ke lona signature sa lona tse hlaela mona bona. Solidarity le CSA di kopana jwang le hore kamano tsa lona le ntate Nyaku ke tse feng hobaneng ho bile le ditumalano tse jwalo bakeng tsa lona le ntate Nyaku ibe ntate Nyaku mona zola ha ona to kenya keng why ho bile le hore ho be le tokomane e jwalo e kenya le bitso la hae.
Okay, thanks to ne se ke dumedisitse ba mamedi
Okay.
What we are here for, it is not for the good interest of community solidarity. And all the people that you have hosted, they were not here for the good interest of solidarity. In any organization or in every organization, there are internal processes that must be followed. But unfortunately, because of our historic background and because of opportunistic tendencies, allow me to say it. Yesterday I populated a WhatsApp message in one of the groups. I also invited other media houses, and I have requested the comrade setting to say, please, let this interview be recorded and also appeal to the complainants and every member executive to say the opportunity that we are affording and the energy to Thetha FM, we must do the same to other media houses. Maybe you might lose to ask some important questions, because one, personally, I've taken as if the territory to bring a detrimental or a detriment to solidarity. So that's why I have made that request to say we need to exhaust all other media houses. But let me come here. What is Community Solidarity Association? Community Solidarity Association, it is an organization that is registered, or that was registered to participate in the elections with the IEC. What is CAC? CAC is an NGO, so you cannot marry the two.
Okay.
Le botseng ta jo se le mamphula le lona le fina hore tlamehile a di arabe.
Yes, based on content. Based on content.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
And I go get prolong and now go fella because of remember the I think last week before me am going phone there was a sister in a phone. Ne abutsana why ba fana ukopanya these two things. Yes. Then haki about room kimamela go give review apotso ya ushona ka funa yes she was right. Means objective ya rona na KCAC le what me am going I ngotse. So today haki tlama is a complainant. Ke document me am going based on what she wrote. Yes. Any stories about insane. I think that is honest way Arabic. Hare the temper team who copies 200%. It comes from constitutional Netanyahu to honor copies. Then more than 10%. What I believe about him. But Harry Fatsi can train another name agreement I'm going on every. And a little settlement that is on a sub-Bangayon because there's a lot to discuss. All right.
You can hope about on family Tauri. Umubuze di Poto, le Mokoena, Bahono di Araba, so we're now finale. Tlamehile Mohamed a di se boso se tla tang di bosa bo.
Thank you. Jwale ne kopa mme Mokoena maybe I no go na tsona mo kana but a go tle go boso tse bona na mo maybe directed to her because ke ena acting chairperson.
Okay.
For the fact how the person dingata ne ke batla ho ya luena step by step because every time I get a meeting senior citizens ba tla ba botsa ba fana ha botsa dipotso it's a raw understanding of what's that ba team that the we Arabia ke taba constitution ha re shebe the first line okay we remain resolute to have all problems eating away our organization. It means ka our organization no really problems ka solidarity.
Okay.
Yes. Resolved as soon as it can take We are aware that emotions are still high. However, we urge all comrades to trust our leadership and trust our judgment. Ki leadership ya bona, ki judgment ya bona. Based on judgment ya bona, leadership ya bona. For me, how much trust? I think about trust judgment ya bona, leadership ya bona ne. Hunkina na kwa kai for bona or convene meeting wa executive. Why they will say this document must be discussed as members of the executive. Give first question akai. So when we go Arabic because dinga tanya na reports mo, but no matter enter into this agreement out of court now.
Alright, me mpona.
Mara haisali wena aranang shu.
A kere ke bo ke bona ba tlile ka competition ke ka ho ke batlang ba botse dipotso le nna ke tla botsa tsa ka se tle dipotsang lona le le ke tapetsa ke ka ho ke batlang hore ho sa nse ka re ai lo fa lona chance. Alright,
Let me answer that, Itumeleng. I said, and allow me to repeat, the decision that was taken, it was taken for the best interest of the organization, which Ndate Putul was part of, to say we cannot afford Rehlaka Ramatata Amangat, and we should not allow this thing to go out. Ne? So, how best, and I want to say, up to today, I'm one of the person that would also feel I have betrayed Ndate Nyaku together with Bratsep, because we said that this matter really Batuba Buruna, the members of the executive, they understand and they said we must settle this matter. So it is in that line of the settlement that we said, Ndate Nyaku, how best we know you have been part we cannot afford matata who solidarity prior to the elections. They have cost us. Now that the elections are defeated, we cannot afford matata among. So it is that settlement that we agreed, and I think in that meeting one of the people that was or is implicated, that was not there, K. Alex. But the rest of us, Ndate Machache was there, Ndate Putul was there. And the only person who was not implicated, who formed part, K.Mzansi, on what basis? On the basis that Kite utshireletsa the interest tsa mkhatlo le ka hore o ka ra masepala. So it is agreement ka potumellano e re itseng itse that it came as a proposal to say how can we move ka ena. Then we gave Ndate Nyaku an assurance to say we as the executive Ndate Nyaku we agree to say let us work, but somewhere around the way obana le soma salting. And there was no one who wanted then.
Mokhatlo wa CAC o register in PO. Ko NGO kapa NPO.
I'm saying to you, if you go to their constitution, it says it's an NGO. So maybe it is you, as a journalist, one that you should have done to say, if I intertwine solidarity, the CAC, the legal standing, the legal status of these two entities, the first one you would have found out one, solidarity is registered under the Electoral Act, Section 15, A, B, and C. Then you go and say, maybe to the IEC, is CAC registered? If it's not, is it registered as a cooperative? Is it registered as an NGO? So I'm saying based on the document, Yabona, it says it is an NGO. Where the NGO is the registrant thing, I cannot answer. I have not. Maybe when I'm
please not to protect or guide accordingly. This document, I am one of you comrade Jonas Kaden. If Memam Remotora accountable, or Araba comrade Jonas Kaden, picture because the actual person of the boats are pay fair, give me first line in the she's an acting chairperson. Minyo Memam Kona chairperson in solidarity. Tamina account. And the first line have a big battle with Memam even though the Jonas Kaden Arabia have a baptism. It means Memam Kona not very constitutional solidarity be letter for them, a very constitutional CAC be letter for them. Then I compare the lines. hence are verbatism. It means the copy is 100%. But earlier, Kuklete Mukhatebe are Boholo Bayona, Hari 100%, and the verbatism is 100%. But it's fine, I read well, I tell any in. Memam Kwena Ori, Kimam Kwena Muna, hence Arabic discussion. It takes nothing from anyone of us to reconcile with Netanyahu and work with him to lead us, to bring unity amongst us, since he is neutral.
All right.
Yeah, the term neutral, it means Ubakamutu, why not they are not clean. So how come Netanyahu are neutral on this line? The very same person when baptism this time are neutral.
By the word neutral.
It means Kimutas Namatas Nanix Askun. Asatlonkan society.
I don't know how do you want me to best to explain it for your understanding, because what I wrote there is what I wrote there that you are reading.
Yes, but I understand now. Why mutu neutral or Netanyahu neutral? Why the very same Netanyahu Kiana O Aring constitutional solidarity? Every mechanical election recopy. It means Nagirana Luena, Hakataka Tena neutral away. How come you could not get neutral? Because Nagirana Luena. Or give a line and everybody with them. I can refer to it. We say we remain resolute to have all problems eating away our organization.
Which was,
it means not really problem.
Which is community
solidarity association. Yes, not really problem.
By then, I have mentioned that we had problems.
Yes,
we had a feud.
Yes,
we had a feud.
Yes, there are feuds. Because of there are feuds, then Netanyahu neutral again. If there are feuds, Kahara Katum, Rwana Katum, Tamila Bata Mutua neutral at Solva Matatana Lona Katum. But how check out the first line account will be more than verbatism, more than Renkiri, Recopista Constitutional Solidarity, Yanatanya CAC, Runa Solidarity, Recopis. The very same person Netanyahu or neutral. Actually, still solidarity. Kiata also Harisa, but I keep one, but you don't understand. Makam neutral, low Harisa. Why over Netanyahu neutral?
He was neutral because of what we did on Ntonya High. We had to agree on the wrong that we have done as Community Solidarity Association.
Alright, the last line Fast, and our comrade who are cited in his legal papers. This time. Comrades who are cited in his legal papers. In simple terms, Umponsa and Netanyahu Nadipa Pirita Molao. Rickets for example, I get it, Margaret's example. Pampirita Samolao, highly hold you court the Charissa Solidarity. Are you still saying that Netanyahu neutral in this affair?
Wabenas who understand that in a different way. What you are asking here, step by step, by line, I need you to read the whole thing, and then that's why we came here to come and answer the whole document, not line by line as you want. As I'm saying, yes, we have. But the whole document, I have said, the three of us, Ndade Tsepo, Ndade Jones, Lena, we knew, and the other executive. Hence, everything was written there. But how to line by line, I don't know what you are trying to find out of my mouth, what you want to get from my mouth. Because the document is there. We came here to come answer the document, the whole document, not line by line, but the whole document. Brother had agreed. Brother Jones had agreed. I have agreed. I don't know what more do you need, maybe from me. I don't know.
Okay.
Line by line.
Unfortunately, Babu Khatebe, you are responding amnandi, but kunamakamu wafagayo angeko right, like calling us opportunists. It's not fair. No.
Did I refer?
No. Pela, you just let a complaint, and the intention for this, it's good. Mabesqala he has convened a meeting S14, S13, Zaga March, to discuss this matter. S13 Zaga March, 13. Mamkwena, on the first day you were there, she was refusing, good to see the part, complaining. Good. Guys, is this thing existing kappa and not kappa anything, kappa injan? It was not clear. Yena was treated.
Can I answer?
No. Mamkwena, can I say something? Can I say here? Yamuva ngendaba yakho ukuthi guys this thing, let me give you a background. Let us continue this meeting tomorrow, which was on a Monday. And it continued. And you answered. The resolution that was taken, how do we exonerate ourselves from this thing? This is where Mina Nobafana we are at. What led to that thing, exonerate the organization from this thing? We've been asking Alex, Nopala, why guys are you not divorcing yourselves from this? Because the resolution was that, guys, this thing is there. We need to check out how do we exonerate ourselves from it. And since March, Ayenzegi, till today, we are hearing, and internally, when we call in meetings to discuss this thing, it's not easy because one, Mamkwena agasfun total to talk about these things. And we have decided to let us have this meeting, this thing on air, whereby now the response yako, if it was given to us, the background, you are giving a background, but with a resolution. But this resolution is not, that resolution is not implemented. Why is it not implemented? But again, the contents of these things, the agreement, hence we wanted to discuss, all these appointments, who is what, who is a treasurer, or what, and the other thing that is mentioned here, your personal differences and with Ntatenyako. Your personal differences. Now, how can we, the organization, the agreements based on personal issues? The other thing, this thing, a splitter organization that you are part of CAC, that you are leading, that you led, now as per this document. Now, our argument, if ever this thing is not resolved again, because we are a split organization. The other part, key issue solidarity. It's a project, a political organization. Where Ntatenyako is a senior hurona. That's where my problem is.
All okay. Kila umaketa in handle. That's what that is. We are katokomani e. 063073754 kimorelenting.
Inaitele ki arabe ho comrade Chab. Comrade Chab. I will come to opportunistic. I'm not referring to you, but I'm going to explain broadly. You're saying to us, we met around March.
Yes.
Up until now. And the resolution that was taken on the 14th of March was that the 4 implicated will deal with that.
Yes.
Maybe the mistake should be directed to the 4 of us for not coming back.
That question is directed to Hulu Nalili 4.
Yes. I'm saying maybe it must be directed to us to say these 4 of us did not come back. But I have said what we have concluded was that there is no need for us reponi relwana kapo re tlotsekisana le Ntatenyako. An organization is open to anyone that can join. Why don't we make peace? Let me come to Nto. One, I'm having a recording of Wednesday show. You calling the meetings, which becomes a kangaroo court. Even Linto, to have imposed the judgment that today, now you understand. But when you are in the public space, you'd sing a different tune. I don't want to talk about the hearsays, but I'm saying what is recorded on the meeting and what you have said when you are here. It's something that shows that you are not people who has interest of the organization at heart. And I'm going to tell you.
What is it that we said? What is it that I said?
No, I do not want to say you. I've said you imposed a judgment to say singled out, but Baba Bedi, to say solidarity in Alematata because of Jones Lemamkwen. And you even said, I'm having it on record, where you know it is not true. Matata solidarity, Kitse, this is not the right platform. 3 weeks ago, I was with you, Brajabuko Mandela Square. Ne?
Where you're saying you're going to fight back.
Yeah.
Yes.
Matata are solidarity. When there are problems, only interested to solve a matata are solidarity. Ha o kgethi to say ena ke tlo e lwantsha. Ke itse it is not in the interest of the solidarity that Ntate Tumeleng will come here. I said to Ntate Jabone Kopani na Mandela Square, do not fight fights that are not yours. Nearly true. There were other comrades. I said, do not fight for the fights that are not yours. When there are problems, go to them. You go back to Melen Leba Mameti.
Okay.
You go back to Matata Ana Horeki Aning. I will tell you what. If you become selective or to personalize, we're having a problem that Comrade Jabu knows about it. Where there is a missing money that was meant for solidarity. No, you're not going. I'm not going to go according to your rules. Chelete, your solidarity, over 100,000. That Brajabu confessed to me to say it's about 75,000.
All right.
Then,
So
so
that's what
No,
I
we here. I'm trying to show.
75,000.
More than 100,000.
More than 100,000.
Yes.
More than 100,000. Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, membership.
No, not their membership.
Yeah.
That comrades, including Comrade Tsep,
Comrades,
collected Kalibito la solidarity. No. And if
Allegation is
you-
serious.
No, yes.
Allegation is serious.
Yes. And I'm saying, Yeah.
Tate Jones is correct.
Yeah.
Can't trust that one. But unfortunately, if
You
are
don't- you don't become selective to
we
the
are not
problems.
selective.
Yes.
This problem
Yes.
is not problem yama ubani.
Yes.
Key problem. It's good to have solidarity because now when you are a member, you talk about things, we start setting certain issues, and it's a very big issue now.
Yeah.
The problem here is the agreement. It's a monarch.
No,
you can- Ntate Jabu,
Yes.
Ntate Tumeleng, why am I raising this? I do not want to go to the hearsays. Comrades have this way of saying, if we can deal, kabana expose. So the intention of coming here was to expose that solidarity has been sold to CAC, which I'm proving.
Yes,
it.
that one,
Yes.
it's true.
Yes.
That one is true. That the whole.
Good.
Let us discuss these things because
Yes.
we've got that concern. But if you are saying with bad intentions, no, it's up to you. But
Yes.
the concern, it's about. Remember, you mentioned issue of constitution.
Yes.
Verbatim. We requested to the constitution in everything. Then la agree agauri. Luna, the four of you are going to solve the matter. Consider a sharp.
Hey,
But
Ntate Jabu,
from that time,
When the- if Comrade Jabu is saying is not solved, ne? From March up until now, if it was a problem, it should have surfaced. Or this thing is a problem. Because we're looking for something to bring instability in the organization. You had to bring up this. It has never been. Kuro, you can say that it Tumeleng. Ka March, ha ne le tlweletse ho batho bana ba 4. Ke eng e entseng hore hona tjena ka October. Ntwena ke mathata. Ntate Nyaku has never said, anybody has never said anything. Ke itse it must be bothata ba rona really for to say this thing, it has been settled. It poses no threat to solidarity or to the organization. But when you are talking to the individuals, that message has came to you to
Alright.
say, I'm next.
Arrête le mona ke batla ke mona Ntate Nyaku le biso la lehleng. Mosebetsi wa Ntate Nyaku ka ga solidarity ke.
Ntate Tumeleng, I've just said to you, I don't want to answer for Ntate Nyaku, but Limo Alenteng, if he can answer, will tell you he has never been. But all what he was crying for or fighting for was the usage and we had to go out rona re le bararo. And if comrades ba re ha ba fumana, but I can assure you they have that.
Yes.
So ke ntho ya hore no re entse re rarolotse dintho ha ona next. It could have not came to the general members. And I have been saying nakile mong to whoever that I was talking to say there is nothing that you can hold.
All right.
Hore hona le ntho tse kopanang, but it is true hona le tshebediso tse tshwanang tse ngata that has been taken from CAC. So I do not want to deviate. Like I've said,
Babkhadem, aske kancane. Does it mean ukuthi i-settlement, ukuthi i-solidarity ibe ne-CAC ibe on the same level, or babe ne-understanding it's about you ukuthi nithole ama-appointments noma mkweni higher positions as it says kule document? Is it that part that says to you this thing is re-brushing aside? Because Ntatanyako as an NGO now, he's dictating on us hore mang ibe ing rona ntate.
do you have a constitution? Do you have a constitution? Do you have a constitution of solidarity?
Alright, kopa fela re tshwara fela hanyana fela ke di buse ntho tsa ka kwa.
Accountability tla ha re rute batho ba borona ka ofela general. Any political party, once you join that political party, we are accountable. Because also it's very accountable, but we end up making decisions. Tse o sa di tsebeng. But how much accountable? Go gonna understand na decision e nkuwa. Now we better understand this question to many. Ki lebisa Mkwena o itse hodimane ke acting chairperson. Ndale tsona se gatebe ona resign ile jwalo ka chairperson ya solidarity. Mkwena ke ntho informing hore o nke motho a resignileng as a chairperson o bolotsa agreement le yena. Ke potso ka ya pele o tswa ka bitshune le tumeng ke batla to stick out to the script mamela script sere David Nyaku and Jonas Khatebe agree to reconcile their differences and to restore their partnership to what it was before the formation of the splitter who Arohan led by Jonas Khatebe immediately as of 10 December line na ibulela in the 22 because of gona go tsike me explain handa tenya kule the Jonas Khatebe ba hlolana mo ba ka di agreement tsa bona then ba be ba kopana ba kana man re ka etsa ntho jwang go kana re restore partnership ya rona ke mo tla mema Mkwena teng ala tla te Jonas Khatebe a kopana nda tenyaku ba ha re restore partnership ya lona and the partnership ya bona na ba restore hodima eng hodima ntho e ntate Jonas Khatebe a yentseng hane a splitter from CAC.
You keep changing. You said you sticking to this, but
I go now is ke batla jwale eo wa nona mmamedi a botsang ka yona taba ya tšhelete ga go utlwa ntate Jonas a bua ka taba ya tšhelete ke ka go le ke batla mmamedi ono a gone hlakela bona o tlo bua ntho ona jwale then e be sa ga bua jwale ntate Phutholo jwale ke bona ema le yena gore re se ka mba ga etlo e kwala mmamedi a ba nka qeto gore ntate jo su bule taba ya tšhelete
ntate Tumele kitse maybe I should give it to you what I've populated, or maybe I should give it to you what I've populated in one of the groups, the organization, to say I can't wait for this day, Yaga Sheku. I have even invited, I have even invited other media houses to listen, so that should we be called, we as these people that are here, we must also respond to other media houses. And I have said, because of other things, unfortunately today we're having people that are operating like snakes. We're having people that are saying we stand for people. But when you go back, we are people that are impoverishing, particularly Batubabatsu. There are a lot of things that the individuals that are killing this organization for one simple reason. Opportunism, to say it did not augur well when I spoke about opportunism. This whole thing it actually emanates from the two positions and the beneficiation of the comrades, that they are using all this and yet forgetting among couple settings are the wrong. I just said to you, I met Linda teacher 3 weeks ago to say, I don't have a problem of you asking, but do not allow yourself. But Baburuna, they've been used. I said, here is a sensitive matter. Do you know how our comrades came, we met, complained about Likeni, Rekanche, what is it that you are saying? You know, when one did the moves, it's high. I found out, or our comrades have been given money by certain people to say, we are looking after solidarity. I called Ndadeputulu immediately. Said, Ndadeputulu, you guys are complaining. Lufumani 75,000 ka date in, you got 25,000. Ndadeputulu said to me, I don't know what I said in. I was shocked. When I met
75,000.
no, let's leave that. We'll come to that.
Yeah.
We'll come to that. We'll
25,000.
No, I'm saying, like
the actual concern. We've got the concern, Gayo.
yes.
Yes.
When I talk to Brajabu to say these are things that we are a poor organization that does not have money. Nto ena haibulele lethu ya CAC ne ena etlabeleng uhudisa mogahlo where there is money coming in which is supposed to benefit the organization but it benefited certain individuals. Brajabu was shocked to say, I only know Bratsepo confessed to me 75,000. I can say a lot that the individuals that have done to Batuaruna Babatsu, as solidarity, that we have marked them over the millions and give you, here's the proof.
Give
they are very good. And get allegations, it's serious. We know them. But knowing them, not knowing them, I'm requesting the agreement saying this thing. Because you're not concerned in that. If Ntatenyaku as an NGO, then I see the minor concerns, I see the minor, give him major concerns. But today, Ntatenyaku the agreement, Ntatenyaku who is head Ntatenyaku, but we reconcile after the position, solidarity. Now does that have the permanent position? Solidarity. So that's exactly this thing now. And not only this thing. With immediate effect and what why can't you resolve this issue?
Constitution that Jabu, I think, or everyone unale Leon. You can. I've just asterisked here. You can read it here.
Right. The founding members shall be known group management. Appointment not elected.
Okay. Founding members shall be they are permanent, not elected. That is the constitution. Then come to this.
The group management consists of the executive director, the financial director, the group secretary.
So who is that? Who is that? In the who is that?
Let us agree with that Jungsa point, Senor. Point I can never for Botafala. The Jonas Kamam has to come differences between the Jonas and the Then another thing, I believe in a constitution, nice member solidarity. Hakai endorse. Minimum Rakatumela constitution. Because in Gua issue of IEC, if that constitution it holds water tight, it must firstly be endorsed by members of Solidarity. Members of executives are not Solidarity. Division ka hore ke interim structure. Currently, they are interim
This is the constitution. It's a constitution. Constitution.
The secretary, Abuya Rabhab, Kidate Nyaku.
Constitution
That's a
President.
constitution.
Mike.
Okay. Tokomania?
Everything. Yeah, Tokomani na Mosukin na Lienan Tatansa Wona Joali. Together we did this thing. Together. And I want to stress one point, ailing the founding members. If Comrade Jones would be honest in this gathering, and remember very well the constitution that he once brought to me, ATM, Erin the elders are coined that word handle ways and Oscar the elders. Thank you very much.
I think that if you Arabana, Daniel Johnson had to send Nagao Arab. Why told that question? He had the positions again. I'm sure I could get out of Tanya, but current at Johnson had to send. That's the concern in Tate Jones. It is said a permanent what. Again?
Yes.
Now, high Loriguena. Meta enana irresolvable because only with immediate effect. Tatenya. Does it mean if because as a settlement Adikopan as a settlement. High Lorim from Origuena onana ebu angayena from acting what.
That Jabu.
Yes, ma'am.
I think there is somewhere where we find a convergence. Hunter Deputulo were both involved. That is why the decision was taken for Rona Relevant, including Lime Mamukwe, Lintatema Church. Let us resolve and Kitol Lanseki Peter Pete to say we need people. Why don't you talk to Ntatinya? The differences that you and Bafana are talking about. I Ntatinya called me Haketwa Studio Ko Orange Farm. I met with him, Releba Bedi. Then I brought in other comrades. That was the beginning of the relationship. Then somewhere along the way, not specifically with me, and even that Putulu can tell you, when Tatinya Bugise meeting in the meeting, I was not part of that meeting. But really, it took me time to communicate. Liena felt worried. Maybe it was a setup that we said he must have been attacked. So after all this, that is where we agreed. Particularly, Nalian. Yes, it is true to say the contribution of this constitution, it rests upon me and him. That is why we agreed, there is no need for us to be fighting or to be. Let this thing be resolved amicably and internally. Ndade Putulu left it loose, this thing. Ka manage or Lona is always meeting with him, not telling you the truth, to say how next we have agreed to work Lintatenya.
Dr. Putulu knows that.
Yes.
How can he receive summons after this thing? Brought by Tatenya because Mafan, you told me when I was signing summons after this thing. Senate decision Dr. Putulu. But he has agreed after this thing. So I'm lost now, Bafana, because it means you are lying to me.
Why after settlement na kisainetse di summons tsa ona tenya and but kana go ne re dutse ka ra meeting unfortunately no receive ne nna tenya ku ngwana ha bona ka pakta ka brother bana whoever the way tenya ko mentioning ka teng be bana de Putolo And that day, that's when you can do one of this thing. Tell when at the day Jonas Hatevene, Ogile Marichar, Wahana referred copies at all. But in the business of the day to day, that is a settlement agreement end at Eminem Penemuti. I better every jumper out the day.
Mamela, it came after the meeting that we had. March. Telephonically, we spoke in the Tenyaku. We are short in the Tenyaku. Everything we agree, we are going to work.
Alright.
But there was no follow up after that. Then the Tenyaku felt.
That is
why, because he did not receive by him alone. Also, as we receive.
Yeah, thank you. Ntate Putolo o qeta ho bua ho naneng Ntate Jones o mofile the constitution ya ATM not their solidarity. Question is why? Two, constitution ya solidarity handlantle e kae e ngotswe ke ya ATM kapo ke ya CAC na and ke mai ngotseng handlantle
ne ke ra be relevant puo ya Ntate Phutholo e ke tseng re dumelana ka yone. You brought in number of constitution. There was no constitution ya solidarity. When we were drawing the constitution ya solidarity, you had to look at different
constitution.
But Ntate Phutholo is ha bua ka group management to say reference ke ATM ka the elders. It is actually emanating from the very same constitution as CAC. The same, yes. That is why it emanates from here. So, yeah, there was no constitution by then in the team. Yeah, maybe you can rephrase or ask another question. But there was no constitution. It was into the constitutions that were brought on the table to say, how can we coin Yaron?
Okay, thank you. There's a line with what I'm clearly in the both David Nyaku and Jonas Hatebe agreed to serve as founding directors, as previously was in the affairs of the Community Action Cooperative. The Jonas Hatebe, based on this line, remember your CAC.
People that, maybe you have a short memory, people that participated in the CAC from 2017 up until somewhere around 2020, if I'm not mistaken, they are here. The signatures sabona, the ID numbers sabona.
Alright.
Yeah, but there was no solidarity.
Okay, remember your CAC, yes or no? If yes, it's yes. If it's no, it's no.
What is CAC?
Community Action Cooperative.
KNGO.
Yes, you said KNGO. Are you a member of CAC now? Yes or no? Okay, let me answer it on your behalf. Let's say no.
By virtue of by virtue of Kanako Eno. Yes.
We say yes or no?
By virtue of Kanako Eno, we subscribed.
Yeah,
yes.
Yes, thanks. Let's go to another question. Partnership for what it was before the formation of the splitter, led by Jonas Khate. Splitter led by Jonas Khate. It means the differences between
these things. Alex, what said Azami and Aba assigned our member. Machacho, it's the members. But these things, a meeting about Hupula, but these things, the signatures are I guess if there was one person and I check out the signature, I don't got to get the fake signatures. But rather is fine, hence the Sabatu Kena, we honor too much will give a man. The content and bana ba sa batleng ho isolve because ha ba batla ho isolve but ba ameya mo taba ena again bana by 4 they don't want and setting that into like today they are the now Bra Jones what's happening ga executive but where were you going to get those things and how long Camelo yes say like this because organizational but all these things question yaka kore na dissolve because of these positions and now impact concern does it mean now bo Alex le Machacho le Ntate Jones le Ntate because ke phuthulo fela siko does it send them go counseling because you got now get coincidence
No,
because
Brajab,
yes
I'm going to repeat this over and over.
no good
Yes, Mamel, and for the benefit of Mameti,
Yes.
we all know
yes
this thing,
yes
and you only look at the signatures and the date. Maybe if you read what is written there,
unfortunately Ntate Jones how ka uplantle you refuse to give us to read how ka uplantle we recopy this thing wa hana ka yona reading to
yeah.
unfortunately
You do not sing it out. So I'm coming to where Bafana was saying, are you a member of CAC? And I have said by then, number 2, I am saying to you, you do not sing it out. And this matter has been rested long ago. My biggest question was it, Harry attended how much? Why resurrect it now? Has it affected solidarity now? That is why I said there is a motive behind. So you're bringing up Kuri Ntoileng in a trell. And
how do you issue it? It's existing now.
That's according to you.
Okay, no, but when region say more this thing I exist because say whatever. I say exist. It's fine that you have exonerated yourself from your official.
Keo he mamedi tabatsa solidarity ba responde Ntate Phuthulo o itse CAC ena ha o etse
mamela
signature tsa hao mo
ha re utlwane ha se ka re bapalang ka mantswe rena re bapale ka ba mamedi ke boletse ka re CAC go tloa gale Tate Nyaku le Jonas ba la bakala ntho tsena ke boletse go tloa gale ka nako e Tate Jonas o ntse tsa ma radio mane Thetha abala di book I said that and I'm repeating it when we met le bontate Nyaku le ba banka ofela bona yes of course nerenka dinto the registrar ke manga lenteng ke manga senteng ke manga lenteng and part of this document was a document that we abided with kana kwenerle mo when we went for elections it was not there it never cropped up so we're just being honest about the entire thing.
Alex.
Hey. Ntwe mona mamedi. Oh Ntate Alex. Ntwe mona ibima. Ithata ubima jwale.
Ntate tu re ke nke monyetla. Le nako ena ke dumedisa. Wena le Ntate Zulu ba mo di ba Thetha FM. This is wrong, Tate Tumile. We cannot play mind games. Kabat voting solidarity, the listeners. It's wrong. We cannot take them for granted like that. It's wrong. This document, Kileka Ibuaganal meeting executive committee and Tate Phuthulo, this is cut and paste. Tate Johnson alate. Mamkuna alate. This is fake. Signature tsa rona le ID number tsa rona le everything dinkuwe ha ne re register for register ya meeting ya Zanex ke itse taba ena CAC I don't know it, we don't know it. This thing re advocate for the suffering of our people, not for non-profit organization here.
Okay.
I'm still responding.
Okay.
I'm not part of this. And we are subscribing.
For what benefit? Why do we subscribe to NCA, CAC? I don't even know what to pronounce this. For eng, re tlo benefita eng? Batho ba lwana ba lwana representers tsa Thetha FM bo xoleng se ngabe meka motho re meka maoto we struggling re sentse re subscriber who the former MMC ya DA re lo subscriber o former DA member re lo subscriber o yena for what mare eno ha bohlokwa e bohlokwa ke ena tata ena ke kopa e be recorded mona the allegations 100,000 that is money laundering.
Yeah?
No, that is money laundering. It's a serious thing.
It's money laundering.
No, we want to know where. Ntwene etsala kae, hamang kapa jwang, etswa kae tšhelete e ya ho mang jwang. I think Hawks should be involved in this. I think subs should be involved in this. There is money laundering here. It's a crime. And case should be open for this. Remember it's a crime. Ntate ke a ikopa la le ka lebala tsena tse re buang kaofela but ena ya 100,000 ba mamedi ba tlamele re ile ga loser ba mamedi ga loser the voters CIC community solidarity ka 1,200 ene le Eastern Cape ya itswa a program. We cannot leave 100,000. It's a big figure. We want to know ke kopa ba mamedi le bona ba ya hatelle ine hla humang hunolo ukai kana komang ili ya ing. And I think law enforcers should investigate this matter and give us the people should be arrested for this. It's money laundering. No, they must get that thing. They must that people should be arrested for this. Should be arrested and should be investigated and who found a date, who found a sabaka, who found all the details of how did this thing happen. People should be arrested for this. We need these legal agencies to know. Ena ki kupa guys le la tele.
Alright.
Ena ho tsontso la tele.
Ke batla ho lokisa fela ba technique ba tsene mic fela ka pele.
Ya sankhulume ngizobuya mafuna mkhulu.
Bareki a cutthroat industry. And when people want to be political correct, they will make political mistakes. They would, articulate whatever issues in a different perspective. But however, reducing the leadership, solidarity, really the management of the station. I think colleagues that are here, retry one amicable solution. Because when two cows are fighting, the grass suffers most. And in this regard, when solidarity leadership is Ilwana, but what's suffering our public, ya never voted Zinyari, ya Maspaling, says a petty influence, depend on a representative. Let's say when issues that we've been advocating for, service delivery, carrying rate of N1 and R59, they seem to exist. But as a little mona little one Sarabolona, I sent to the Romeo. Now get up a solidarity, it would say the owner management at Thetha in pursuit to find each other, in pursuit to say, go radio, this is how we should talk. This is how we should raise issues. In an organization only when the policies, you don't operate the emotions. When you operate the emotions, you're bound to make a lot of mistakes. And that's what we've actually observed with optimism from this organization, Solidarity. But however, the leadership is going to come here, Solidarity. It will find a progressive way forward to say from here, who are guy. Because these allegations that were raised, 100,000 and so forth, public matter for the so through our leadership, solidarity, Erinka, all these allegations, there are so many these allegations, and some of them they implicate other political parties. So I think the leadership will give wisdom with regard to these issues. Will also ensure they take public with confidence in terms of these allegations are not just perpetuated by a political jealousy or whatever the case might be, or personality cult. So we are going to observe that as the leadership of the station. But Moname ska honzo uba interview by Tapelebana. Remember radio moments what we at our some are more genius than us, and we should not take it for granted and think that we are more genius than other people who are listening to radio. Some of them, they're graduates, they're intellectuals at their own right. Some of them, they're leaders at their own space. So you must respect those people who are listening to this radio station. So, Kiena Ketapile, Kiena, Kihola, that convey that message. And Ralebua, Lore, Launelu Tata, Olejuan, everybody were able to sit down around the table and say, Harasote Matata and Lord. Mohato Omondo Omon Otsolambili. Utobana le matata hobane ha le sebetsa matata tlo bateng empa le phutile matsoho sa next you are not going to make mistakes ga tshepa go ketapela solidarity he e tla fa direction hore ho tloa mona huwa kae if the public confidence if they had to apologize really they will apologize on the issues tsa bona le bona ba be in public ya tlameha ho utlwa mathata ka tlasa boetapele ba Ntate Jonas le Ntate Photolo ga tshepa hore baetapele bana ba tla lefa feedback ba etse bonnete ba ho ba kopanya le maloko a ne ka ntle ho ska bana le dintwanyana tse unnecessary baetapele bana they must strive to ensure hore they bring unity to the organization, because we know politically hore when we have two factions that striving to different directions, the organization suffers. But that's here because we're gonna progressive leaders this organization solidarity, but to solve this matter by solve amicably. At the end of the day, all our organization is bigger than all of us combined. Leadership.
All right. Re tse tsena he hlogona o mona ka taba tsena tse ntseng di etsala ka mo gatlho bona tate Photolo sebaka sa
ha ke le boe Ntate Tumeleng ke le boe le Ntate Jimmy le nga kena go hlalosa ka mokgola ra buisana ka teng ere ke tlekere ho lona mamamedi ba rona ba ratehang ba solidarity ketapele solidarity la dula ka ntle ya buisana not necessarily ka ntle mara ka boardroom e tshwe jang ya buisana ho loka di tlamorao tsa dipuisano tse le tsa bateng ante re iphumana re e go tswa le maotomane e fatla le shebile re bua tsena go bana re diphoso di tswa ke megatlo di tswa ke batho empa qetellong tshwarolane ba teng re tla mona re ka la o sasa jwang ka pojwang ketapela solidarity eleng executive e ntse le bona ntse hulahulana ya kwana le kwana e tla kopana ka nako e seng kanyana go ka rarolla e re ka moramohe e khutlele setšhabeng ka ofela sona ga holo balatedi le batshetsi ba mogatlona community solidarity re tlo buisana ka tsotlhe tse re di sekasekileng ga gona mo ke hatang mang di concerting empa le puo e tsamayang e bua ka mokgwa o ka ngwana Ntate Tumeleng le ke o lebe se ka sebaka sa ke fenda te Kgatebe mo mai qetelle
tangi Ntate Kgatebe
Ntate Photolo
oh Ntate Photolo se go se ke go Ntate Kgatebe o Ntate Jones
itu ha ke leboe hape o Ntate Jimmy Dlamini ntwe kholo itu le botsamaisi ba Thetha FM that we should do it is to apologize. I don't want to say to the members it's a solidarity, but to the listeners. One of the foolishness of any family, it is to hang its dirty linen on public. What we have displayed here, it is a lack of respect of our constitution. We took a resolution now to say we really need to clean our house or to bring our house in order. We have seen more ways in the post. One of the greatest things Itumeleng kapo Thetha FM, nobody would come and say anything ka solidarity without the leadership or the mandate of the leadership. We find ourselves in here because of re-pumana batho who are not mandated or delegated by it. So we have done the in the post-mortem of what is it that it is actually bringing to the organization. So what has transpired, it has caused a very serious harm. So we have agreed, therefore, to say we need to find a way of correcting all the wrongs that we have done. Lastly, whatever that has been done and said, we know how it has pained Bahaburula. So for that matter, or for that reason, I would want to really pass my message of apology on behalf of all of us as the executive, and give an assurance we will come back hoping that we would have mended all our differences and take on where we have left off. Thank you.
Thank you. Mamedi a re kwetse le bosibo hona jwale he wena mmedi jwale he solidarity ba batla lo lwa fatsi ho lokisa mathata a bona tla ga ba tlile he Mamedi ba tla kgutlela go rona go jwale ba se ba nkile di ma efe fela he ka mpholo ntho di tsetse di kwazo
Mamedi re ntse re ka fetela ka kopana ka ga